Hey, what's up everybody? Bionic here with another Bionic bootleg review, and today we are taking a look at Superman. Before we get started on this super thug, let's take a look at some of his new pieces. Superman doesn't come with too many new pieces, but let's go over them. So we got a blue Star Wars chest plate with some Superman printing. Unlike, I think there was a previous one I reviewed that had the printing go all the way across. It was probably Deadpool, I think. This one does not. It more fits to the style of the Star Wars buildable figures where it's cut off like that. And this is clearly based off of like the DC EU Superman design. You can see all the like the little dot patterns and the weird belt details and all that. So it's all right, not great, not bad. The neck section is kind of weird. I don't know why they just didn't move the cape up and the star up and then just, or the S up and then just paint that, but whatever. It's all right. It's in blue. And then we have this, which is a blue Star Wars thigh piece, which is super cool. I'm very glad to have that. I like that a lot. And then we got a blue Star Wars shoulder pad, which is awesome. It's the normal style of shoulder pad. Perfect. And I'm really happy to have that as well. I like that a lot. Comparing the blue color to the official Lego blue real fast, it's pretty much dead on. I think these might have a tint, like a slight hint of like a darker color, or maybe like a greenish, where this is more like a rich blue, just slightly. It's not really coming across on camera, but in person it's just a very, very faint little subtle type of hint, but overall it's hardly noticeable, and I think it works pretty much perfectly. So there we go. Also, yes, for those asking, these are completely compatible with official Lego. There you go. So, there's that. And the last new piece is Superman's super head. So there's that. It is really glossy looking. The eyes are super dead looking, not very well painted at all. He's got like eyeshadow or eyeliner. Yeah, so this eye right here has eyeliner, and then this eye doesn't. So that's kind of weird and kind of gross. So I'm not a fan of this head pretty much at all. It's kind of gross. The hair sculpt is kind of weird. I don't know, it's just not a fan. It's really gross, and I don't like it. Now, Superman also comes with this, which is a cloth cape. It's still got folds in it. From when it was shipped. They folded it, and it's got these big old creases, and it's really ugly. It's metallic on this side, and then not so metallic on this side. And I think this is based off of Obi-Wan's cape. I'm not certain on that. I'm not sure which cape it's based off of, but I'm pretty sure it's the same cut as another cape we officially got in the Star Wars line, but I'm not, like I said, 100% certain about that. So, taking a look at Superman himself. He's kind of weird. So we'll start from the ground up. Starting from the ground up with Superman. His legs are super basic. It is just the feet pieces, shin armor pieces, and the bones. His thighs are just the Star Wars thigh pieces. The same size of bone as the shins, and then some friction extenders. His torso, in my opinion, is really badly designed. It's a uniter torso under a Star Wars shell, similar to Spider-Man. I don't know, I think with the cape and everything, it just makes it super awkward. So there's the kind of interior of it, and I'll show you the back. And the cape isn't held in by anything but the neck, so it really just likes to like flop around and get really annoying when you're messing with the figure, and it's really ugly and looks kind of just bad. His arms are super basic: shoulder pad, 5 long shell, 1 pinhole vertical ball joint, and the forearms are 1 pinhole open ball joint, 5 long shell, and a fist piece. So nothing crazy there. And then his neck does have a friction extender put in there so that it won't be behind the chest plate at all. Taking a look at Superman's gun, it's very, very simple. I don't know why Superman needs a gun. I didn't include this in the recolored or new pieces section because I don't know if this is new. It's a dark brown gun shell from Star Wars. I don't know if it's new, but I think it is, so there's that if it is new. And I didn't really want to disassemble all this to just show this piece. So the gun works like most Star Wars guns. Shoot the little laser bolt. It's got an extra one right there. And there is kind of an interesting piece right here. If I can get it to come out. There we go. This is the spring-loaded launcher piece, and it's not made like the Lego one. It's actually really gross looking, and it's got this little gross notch right there, and it's just, I don't like it. I don't like looking at it. It's kind of ugly, so it's just going to stay hidden in there, and yeah. So let's get on to Superman himself. Now on to Superman's articulation. It's pretty much the same as everyone else we've been seeing. Open ball joint at the ankle, vertical ball joint at the knee, goes about that far. You can break his leg a little bit. Hip goes about that far forward before it starts to go out at all. Well, let me see, actually, that far forward before it starts to go out. Back about that far before it hits the Borak eyes back there. The waist, of course, does this thingy because it has the uniter function, so you can slap some justice into some criminals. So that's cool, I guess. The shoulders are kind of annoying. This really likes to rub into the chest plate, and it kind of prevents the arms. Well, I guess this kind of prevents the arms as well, this Hordika neck, from going straight down, especially since how close they are to the side. It's just kind of annoying. Goes up about that far. Can go around, and then I can kind of shimmy and all that, you know. Elbow bends about this far before the shells start to rub into each other at all. And then if you let them just kind of rub into each other and not pop off, it gets about that far, which is not bad. Open ball joint for the wrist, you know, all the usual goodness, nothing crazy. And the neck is, excuse the cape. The neck is on, like I said, a friction extender. It can go back. He can kind of sniff his own neck, I guess. He can tilt really well, but it hides his face. And then he can rotate 360. And yeah, so do all those movements. So all in all, I have to say I really do not like this Superman figure at all, pretty much. I think his shoulders are gross. I think his torso design is kind of gross. I think his arms are kind of weird with the bone sizes and the shell sizes. So, and the cape is annoying, and then he has a gun. Why does Superman have a gun? So, I'm not a fan of him. I don't really like him. The only reason I really wanted him was for the blue thighs and the blue shoulder pads. And I thought he was going to have blue forelongs because it didn't look very close at him. So, yeah, not a big fan of Superman in general, and especially this figure. So, I do not really recommend him unless you really want those blue thighs and blue shoulder pads and another United torso. So, thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next review when I look at Captain America. Arms are really weird with the bone sizes and the shell sizes.